gonna cram into my theater like a fist in a hole. When you see what I'm about to show you, and it comes in a can, you're gonna feel a little shiver. I got knives on my hands, I got spiders on my hair, got rhinestones on my neck, got spiders in my hair, and I'm about to skirt with a wicked pair of heels and a fake of fingernails. You're at the midnight mass, and all about to hail. P to the C to the hypnotic beat. Riding on my pimped out broom down your street. I'm gangsta. I'm gangsta. I'm gangsta. Call me Peaches Corleone as I fly through the night. You gotta meet me in the lobby for a real freaky sight. I've got the hugest wigs and the fiercest clothes. I creepy crawl through your house with the hottest O's. Don't be a chicken head, no need to sneak on me. I'll smack you up like a Penn and haunt you like a banshee. I've got buckets of blood and I got slices of thud. I got a midnight show, no, not the one at the stud. I'll pop a cap in your ass and you'll be eating the grass. I'll be wearing 8-inch heels when I take out the trash. And if I get you to scream, cause you had peaches and cream, you're gonna think it's obscene when you see how I lean. I'll cut a bitch if I must. Get your boyfriend to lust. After my peach pie crust, shake your head in disgust. I'm gangsta.
Woo!
I'm gangsta. Shit, you guys, I'm so gangsta. Baby, I'm a villain, cause I like my body's chillin'. In the very front row, this shit about to go around the world and back again, and crawl under your skin. This is idol worship. All the naked lions in the house say ho!
Ho!
All the out queers in the house say ho! There are a lot of out queers in the house tonight for National Coming Out Day week, ladies and gentlemen. My name is P.C. I'm the original G. Ghouls flock to my party like bats on Bacardi. Wig in the air as I move from place to place. Rolling down the block like Freddy Krueger Scarface. You wanna sit next to me, cause I school you in Trana Street. You'll be joining my harem and helping me scare 'em. I am the Peaches Supreme. I ain't no PG-13. And when I give you the signal, you should bow to the queen. Okay. That's the interactive part. I'm coming straight out of Baltimore. Got a look you just can't ignore. Meet me down at the candy store. Yeah, I know you be wanting more. For the price of admission, you get to see my transition. You'll be finding religion. I'll put you out of commission. No reason to play a hate. I just came here to set you straight. Do you need me to translate? I'll be flossing like Sharon Tate. Get in line for my ministry, cause you're digging my chemistry. So don't fuck with this Capricorn. I was fierce before I was born, because I was gangsta. Thank you. Oh my God. I cannot believe I just did that for you. Took me 20 years to come back to Penn State, and that's what I brought. Can you believe it? How stupid. So, I am so excited to be here. This is like such a thrill. As Allison mentioned, I did go to school here. I graduated in 1996.
Woo!
Can you believe it? You all are wondering, she must have been like a Doogie Howser, because how could she be that old? But really, I'm that old. And a friend of mine, Mary, is sitting in the audience out there, who was supposed to do gangsta backup dancing for me tonight and chickened out. But I did notice you laughing through the entire rap, especially when I would forget a lyric. So shout out to you, Wee Mary. It's so exciting to be here because when I came to school here, I got involved a lot in the SA, which was the student group at the time, and used to help plan events like National Coming Out Day Week and Pride Week. So to be part of this week's celebration is a real thrill. I'm in a corset and I just moved barely. So forgive me. I did want to introduce this film that I made. So just kind of briefly, I've toured around with this movie, and I usually do a specific introduction, but since I'm here, I thought I would tell you guys a little bit more about being here and leaving and then going to San Francisco and then making this movie eventually. So I graduated in '96, and at the time, Penn State was, I don't know, is it conservative now, would you say? Half and half? Well, at the time, it was pretty conservative. And so Peaches was born here in State College. I first did drag at Penn State, and I made a movie called Jizz Mopper, a love story, which is about what it sounds like it's about. And some of the film instructors at the time were, I think, doubtful about us driving to Harrisburg and shooting in a porn emporium weekend after weekend, but we did. And Peaches in the movie ran this porn store, and the movie ended up being made, and I graduated. And the movie won the award here for Best Film, the Audience Award. And actually, when it screened over at Schwab Auditorium, they had to program it last, because I don't know if they still do the Student Film Festival here, but at the time it was a really big deal, and parents and people all came, and they had to have a warning before our movie that it might be offensive to some viewers. But yeah, we made Jizz Mopper, and then I left, and I went to San Francisco, and I started this event called Midnight Mass that I hosted. Oh, thank you. Do you know Midnight Mass? Oh, you've been, okay. So it's a midnight movie series that I host as Peaches, and we do performances before the shows. And Midnight Mass grew to become successful enough that I was able to do shows with people like John Waters and Elvira and people I grew up idolizing. Actually, when I was at Penn State, I brought the filmmaker John Waters here for an event, and that's when I first met John, was for an event here at State College. But Midnight Mass in San Francisco continued to be a bigger and bigger event year after year, but I really wanted to make movies, so I started making short films for no money. Literally like $50, a bottle of wine, you know, whatever you could do to get people to work. And the short films started getting programmed at film festivals, and I was sent places to show these silly, stupid movies, and it gave me enough faith that I could maybe make a feature someday. And then, do you guys know who Mark Cuban is? Okay. So Mark is a Peaches Christ fan, and Mark financed and executive produced a TV show about me that was a national show. And so when Mark did that, I realized, I know a billionaire. I know someone who might make a movie finance a movie. So I wrote the script for the film you're about to see, and I pitched it to Mark Cuban, and a guy named Darren Stein came on board to produce it. Darren wrote and directed a film called Jawbreaker, if any of you have seen Jawbreaker. You like Jawbreaker? So Darren is the producer of this movie, and we pitched it to Mark, and Mark said no. So we didn't get our money from Mark. But we did find the money somewhere else, and I asked a lot of people who I grew up worshiping, like Mink Stoll, the John Waters actress, and Elvira. Now, how many of you guys know who Elvira is? So Elvira is in this film out of drag. Do you guys know what she looks like out of Elvira drag? Okay, I'm gonna out her. She plays the mother of the protagonist in the film, so Steven's mom. She's actually a really pretty redhead, and a lot of people don't recognize her out of the black wig and the big boobs. So Cassandra's in this movie, and it was her first non-Elvira role since Pee-wee's Big Adventure in 1984. So, you know, we kind of convinced her to do it, and she did a great job. And the movie came out 5 years ago and was kind of toured around the world, and we did a show with it, a Peaches show across the country. So I actually went and toured all the, like 18 cities or something, and then we took it internationally. And now it shows on television. It's on Chiller. It's a horror channel. Do you guys know Chiller at all? Yes. So I recently was on an airplane and got to see All About Evil on the airplane because they had Chiller on the TVs. And what I noticed was they took out all the bad words and some of the gore. So I hope you guys like gore and practical special effects because the movie has some outrageous violence in it. So I know colleges now like trigger warnings. I'm gonna just give you the trigger warning. It's offensive, it's rude, it's gory, bloody, and impolite. It's very impolite. So I hope that's okay with you. I grew up a kid loving horror movies and cult movies, and this was the movie I wanted to make. So I'm skipping over tons of the other stuff, but I really wanted to say a few things just about my experience at Penn State and how going to school here and being a student leader in the queer student group and also in the student filmmaker organization was as important as the classes I took. And I think it's because of the experiences I had here that I was able to go to San Francisco and create a production company and write and direct shows and make a movie. And I'll forever be grateful for Penn State because that was amazing. So I just wanted to say that because this is a special screening for me and I'm really thrilled to be here. So I hope you enjoy the movie. After the film, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So think of really good questions. Also, any Natasha Lyonne fans in the audience? If you know Orange is the New Black, but I'm a cheerleader, I'll spill any dirt on Natasha or Cassandra, Mink, anybody. So stick around for the Q&A, and without further ado, oh yeah, my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Mrs. Christ is in the house. Hi. See, I didn't mention that I grew up in Maryland, so I came to Penn State to go to school, and so my family's still in Maryland, so when I knew I was doing this gig, and then next Saturday I do a gig at the American Film Institute in DC, so I said, Mom, will you come pick me up at Penn State? And she did, just like 20 years ago. So we'll be driving home tomorrow. But without further ado, I really hope you enjoy the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about evil.